After a year and a half of waiting, the first two episodes of the Pendragon Cycle, The Rise of Merlin, have finally been released. The series, which was produced by The Daily Wire and Bonfire Legend, adapts Stephen Lawhead's book series published from the late 1980s to the late 1990s for television. The premise is a story that reimagines the Arthurian legend in a Roman-occupied Britain during the 4th to 6th centuries, which was a period marked by political instability, invading barbarian forces, and the early spread of Christianity. When this was announced all the way back in late 2023, I was initially very excited for it. However, I anticipated that it would come out sooner. It got delayed by a year, basically, because it went through absolute production hell and also external circumstances which the Daily Wire itself had to go through. But the first two episodes came out December 24th, and the rest of the 5 episodes will be coming out in January 22nd of this month. So a 7 episode first season. Onto my thoughts, I will get the positives done first. So what I will say is the cinematography is gorgeous. It was filmed in Hungary and Italy, and it's just absolutely stunning. Just your typical beautiful European landscape. The central themes are strong, tied to the books, which are mainly being centered around self-sacrifice and masculine Christianity. Not a lot of things you see in today's movies, especially in Hollywood. However, there was a lot to be desired with it. Acting wasn't great across the board. And pacing was bogged down by a real dialogue heavy script. A lot of talking, not a lot of action. I know they were trying to go for the Old English, and that's old with an E, by the way, when doing the voiceover, but it didn't work in the slightest. Maybe it would have worked for a movie trailer, but not for the actual show. I was watching it with my mother, and she said that it sounded like one of those old kung fu movies where the voice is a couple seconds behind the mouth movements.
Gentlemen, from this day forward, you will all refer to me by the name Betty.
But isn't Betty a woman's name?
The music was really good, actually, but it felt really bizarre in the show because it was trying to hype up moments where the visualization of a scene was dragging, and it did not fit well at all. When you watch this, you can tell it was supposed to be this big epic production for the Daily Wire, which it is for their standards, and the production, the line over it has a very clean look to it. However, it ultimately falls short. And again, I know, is it hard doing adaptions? Yes. Can you get too big for your britches? Also yes. In the end, would I recommend this? Probably not. Unless you're a big fan of the books and you wanted to see this adaptation, I would not suggest it.